Hey guys, AK Cobra here. Welcome to the Snake Pit. Today I actually wanted to talk about a couple of different things. The first thing I want to talk about is this transmitter mitt that I got from Banggood. You've probably heard of these things. You might have seen some people on YouTube flying them. I just picked this up kind of on a whim a couple of months ago. Wasn't really expecting much, but it was only 15 bucks, so I figured, what the hell, might be worth a try. I gotta say, I finally got a chance to use this last week, and I was pretty impressed. I mean, I think as long as you keep your expectations reasonable, I mean, this is not gonna allow you to go out and fly in sub-zero temperatures without your hands being cold. But what this will do is this will get you on those 40, 45-degree days when the wind starts blowing a little bit. Those are the days that get really uncomfortable because when it's that temperature and the wind starts blowing and your hands are uncovered, it gets painful. And that's what I was flying in last week when I tried this, and I was really impressed. It totally took away that feeling of pain you get from the wind blowing over your hands at those temperatures. So I think what this can really do for you, it's not going to, like I said, it's not going to get you out flying in sub-zero temperatures, but I think it will extend your flying season, maybe by about 1 to 2 months. You know, maybe a month on either side. A month fly a month later in the fall and start a month earlier in the spring. Just because it makes it that much more comfortable to fly without that pain in your hands that you get when you're flying at those kind of borderline temperatures. Okay, so how you do this, you just slide the radio in, close up the side panels, close up the bottom panel, and then close up the top. Make sure you don't click any buttons while you're doing it, or switches. And there you go. Ideally, you want to keep this up the top so you still keep your antenna poking out. You've got the clear front so you can see your screen. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it because it is pretty dark in here and it's not a backlit screen on this. But yeah, I mean this is just fine. And this has the Velcro as well, so you can take that off and adjust this to fit your hands as well. So then to use it, there you go. Just like flying normally. It doesn't get any easier, and it totally takes away that wind pain you get at the colder temperatures. So on it for 15 bucks, I think everybody who lives in a colder climate that has those cold windy days should have one of these. It's worth having on hand, and you will have at least a few days over the course of the year where you're glad you have this thing. So it's well worth having. The other thing I want to talk about, and this is just going to be a quick introduction. I'm going to go back and probably do at least a full written review of this on Drone Flyers, is this guy right here. This is the MH-114. This is kind of a hidden gem because you kind of have to know about this in order to get one. There's no website. There's no no direct order. The only way to get one is you have to find the thread on RC groups and email the guy that builds them. Return to flight. This thing is awesome. I mean, I don't know any other way to say it. I mean, this thing, it's like it's different from say the other micros you've got floating around, the Atom and the Hellbender. Those are more like scaled down mini quads. They go like a bat out of hell. They're fast and they're dangerous. I mean, I think they have the same kind of stipulations you have with with a full-blown 250. You got to be careful flying them around people. They're little mini lawnmowers. They fly fast. They'll hurt you if they hit you, and you just got to be careful. This guy is a totally different beast. This one is more of a souped-up micro than a scaled-down mini. So it really, I mean, I don't feel uncomfortable flying this in the vicinity of people. I mean, that's not to say you're going to go, dive bombing people or buzzing them, but I mean, with my other quads, I think as soon as people start entering the area, I pretty much want to shut it down and just call it a day, because it's just too dangerous and too risky to really fly in the vicinity of people. This here, as long as you keep it away from people, I mean, this is not going to injure you if it hits you. It might sting, it might annoy you, but I mean, this thing is not going to injure you, and it flies unbelievable. I couldn't believe it when I fly this thing. It flies so smooth and stable. It handles like a mini computer. It handles like a mini quad. But it's really a micro. I mean, you get the little 2-inch propellers, and these just push on. They're not secured on, so it's not going to hurt you if it hits you. And I'm going to do a full written review on this, but yeah, this is going to be one of my favorite quads for this summer for sure. This has got, I mean, especially for flying around the yard or flying in a small park. What this one's going to do, it's going to extend the times I can fly, because basically I'm usually limited to very early in the morning flying, like crack of dawn, 5:30, 6 a.m., because there's no people around. I live in a very populated area, and other than those times, anytime I go to fly, there's people around. So what this is going to do is it's going to allow me to fly in the evenings in the park where there might be some people coming by walking their dogs or whatever, and I'm not worried about this getting away. If worse came to worse and this thing got away from me and hit somebody, you're not going to seriously injure anybody with this. So yeah, I think that's one of the best things this has going for it, is it can extend your flying time. Now again, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying take this out and be reckless with it and start dive bombing children. I mean, you still got to use your head and try and keep it away from people. But the difference is you don't have to shut down and go home at the first hint of people even being in the vicinity with this, because it's just not dangerous. So there's going to be a full review of this guy coming out with a video. I've already got one video up on my other channel if you want to check it out. But keep an eye out for this one. For the review on this one. This one is a lot of fun, and it's totally unique among what I consider hobby grade quads, and it's kind of a hybrid. It's got the safety factor of a toy quad, but it flies like a hobby grade quad. So yeah, this one's definitely 2 thumbs up. So anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more reviews. Bye.